Welcome to another exciting edition of the Highlife Conversations. Today, we've delved deep into one of the foremost proponents of highlife music. In their time, they played every sort of music. In the 70s, that had started. His name is Addison, but everybody knows him as Kofi Electric. Uncle Akwaba.
You're welcome to my home.
But first, we want to know the people that are up there.
Well, this is where I live, and since I'm not active in the music anymore, I have these guys every morning. I come and greet them. The drummer is over there, the trumpeters.
So who are those?
This is what is the name? Oh Jesus!
So let's start with the drummer.
The drummer is at Bakery.
Okay.
And we have Milan Ferguson here. There's the Gordon. The soprano is I forget his name. I will get it. This is oh Jesus Christ! This lady,
Anita?
No, not before Anita Baker.
Hey, I don't know.
This is Billy Holiday.
Billy Holiday.
Holiday.
Oh, that's Billy.
Yes. Why it took me that long? See, this tells you that I'm out of music for a long time.
Wow.
So
Billy.
Yeah,
so these are the people you live with.
Sure, because in the morning when I get up, I just come and visit them, say hello to them in the morning.
Did these people influence you in any way?
Of course.
Okay.
Listen, jazz was my thing, but unfortunately we started with Highlife. Right. And this is my bar.
Yeah, okay.
This is where when I have friends, which they don't come anymore because I'm broke.
No. Okay, now let's sit and have this conversation.
Let's sit and have a conversation. That's right.
Let's sit and have
Do you want to sit down?
No, let's sit here.
Oh, this is comfortable with you?
Yes, fine. Yes,
well, we can go ahead.
We have part one.
Yes.
So people talk about you. What did you say? Okay, first question. Manufacturing from municipal policing, what does it mean?
Well, those days, you see, Sopon, nobody's from Sopon.
Okay.
Sopon is a place where all the villages around it, they came to, they call it Achimfu, right? But the whole thing is, if you go to Sopon, there's no fishermen. The place was basically built for educated people. So we have this Gold Coast office, which is called Canaan Lodge. Canaan Lodge. Yeah. And Kwame Nkrumah, when he came, that was his office over there, and his house was at 32 steps. So Salt Pond, and then he planted a palm tree. Guechi. No, not actually Pusubang. Yes, and then they have Hammond Hall, where he launched the CPP. Yes. Okay. So Sopon is a very historical place.
You come from Apimenyum?
Yes, 1,000 Faces.
Okay.
Yes.
So one, why do you say Mifiachim from municipal policing? Why from that thing?
Well, according to those days, according to the history of South Pond, the police were posted there, right, to check them out.
Okay.
And these people don't like nonsense. So, especially, I will tell you some story about my father. Okay. That is, my father is called Divided Tools.
Divided Tools?
Yes, South Pond. He was a mechanic with 23 apprentices, to people that he was training.
Watching for?
Yes, watching for. And then he repaired somebody's car for him. This guy never came to pay the money, so he seized the car. So when the guy came with some few guys, he beat them.
Wow.
And the guys went to police station. And those days, you see, they are jeep when they are batons. Yeah. So they came to my father's workshop and they were trying to make noise. So when my father saw them coming and they got down with their batons, my father called the 22 guys, says, guys, divide the tools. Some went for hammer, crowbar. So that was his nickname, divide the tools.
Okay, so
it's one of the confrontations with Sopon people and the police.
So Achimfu normally was so police for. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I also come from there. Yeah, I also come from 1,000 Faces.
Yes. I know. So you are my cousin.
Yeah. Oh, uncle. I'm my uncle. Me our first one, first grade. Our first grade. So Sopon was nice. I know it's the political mecca of Ghana. Let's put it that way.
Exactly. That's
Everything
where,
started in Sopon.
look, Ghana independence
Yes.
started from South Pole.
Everything. UGCC was formed there.
There,
CPP was formed
from
there.
there.
I know Hammond Hall, the Cana Hall, and everything Sopon.
Yes.
Everything is Sopon.
Of course, and the first street, tied street,
Star Street.
the
Yes.
first
Bad
tied street
Yes.
was in Ghana. South Pole.
Sopon.
Yes.
Wow. And I love our Methodist church. We have the Twin
Yes,
Towers,
yes.
just like
That
Westminster Abbey.
church, I don't know much about it. I
Yeah,
got
that's
to study it.
where I went to.
Yeah,
where
I got to study a little
where I was
bit.
a chorister.
Yeah.
Way back by 82, I was a
Yeah.
chorister there. So I got to learn a bit about it. We have the Twin Towers. It's only in Westminster Abbey that they have.
Yes.
It's just two in the world.
Only two. That
Yes,
one and
the Twin Towers. Only two in the world. Let's talk about you.
About me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Where
go
did you
ahead.
grow up? You have some northern things in you. Where did you grow up? Where were you born?
I was born in South Pole. I was born.
where was you born?
Yes, South Pole. At South Pole Hospital.
Okay.
And
So,
yeah, and they brought me home the same day. You know,
when you were in Papa Abbas,
my brother brought me back the same day. So I lived there, but all my school days, all the vacations, I never stayed there.
hey,
I had brothers and sisters, Tema, Accra, and Takrady. So every holidays, vacations, they will come for me, except Christmas. They
when
will
did
come
you
for
go
me.
to school in Sopon?
Oh, I went to about 6 schools at Sopon. Komansi,
Hey!
uh,
Adaneti.
Anochi, because I was stubborn. I was very, nobody can handle me that time. But I started from Anglican.
Anglican.
Yes.
Kwanchukwum side one.
Yes, opposite Canaan Lodge.
Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
Bridge in our side one.
Yes. I never
Tipto
liked
side
school. I never liked school because I'm stupid, because I'm a slow learner too. Because the way they introduced me to school wasn't fun.
Okay.
Because I was sucking my mother's breast at the age of 5.
Hey, babe, brother.
So everybody was fighting. They were, Mama, you are spoiling this guy. So finally, my mother gave up. And then they dropped me at the school. Boom.
That's all.
At the age of 5. And then when the teachers say ABC, and I'll be sitting down there crying with phlegms in my nose, coming through my nose, and everybody. So school wasn't fun from the beginning. It was bad introduction because me and my mother was like this. Wow. You couldn't separate us. But
so Anglican and then where again?
From Anglican, I went to AME Zion.
Zion. So when I was
that's closer. And then I was having problems there, so they took me to Komansi.
Komansi?
Yeah, Komansi, the school over there. And there too, I was given problems, so they brought me to Ahmadiyya, which I went there for only 2 days because I'm not a Muslim.
Yes. Okay. This is home. We're talking about home matters. So we went to.
I love South Pole.
Oh, at South Pole, I love the place.
Yeah.
To call a Tiffy one. So from a Tiffy one, on your primary.
Yeah, I went to school actually 6.5 years, from class 1 to class 6.
Class 1 you year.
Class 1 year 1950. I was 5 year 57.
Yeah, cool.
So that's where Canaan Lodge, Anglican.
Yeah.
That's where they dropped me there, and then I went to school up to 6th grade, and when we went to vacation, I went to my brother at Takrady. Okay. When I came back, I went to school the first term, Form 1. You guys call Form 1?
Form 1, yeah.
Yeah. The first term, the second term, I didn't go.
Okay.
So I was then, I didn't go. So let's say I went to school 6.5 years.
So all in Sopon, you were going to school. Who are these people? Those up there?
These are some things that I bought from America. There's a guitarist there. This guitarist looked like Nat, one of my friend.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that subject.
So when I saw it, I bought it.
Okay.
Some of these things over here too, some of them were contributed, was given to me by a friend, and some I bought it.
So after going 6.5 years in Sopon schooling, where did you go again?
Well, my mother decided that they have to take me to Enche.
Western region.
Western region. My father, the man after my father, his name was J.E.O. Addison.
Okay,
And he was the NT Training College, the principal of NT Training College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when I was given these problems,
Stubborn Academy.
I tell you, the University of the Street.
Yeah.
That's where I went. So then my mother said, okay, they should take this guy because I'm too
How I
much.
dream.
Yeah. So they took me there, but at that time the school was already opened,
Okay.
and I have to wait for 6 months for the academic year to start. Then I can join. And my brother was pushing me to sell trap here
Hey.
and all this, and I'm going to farm and all that. So I didn't like it because I have to wait until the following year.
The
I didn't
academic
like.
year.
Yeah, I didn't like it. So we came back to South Point for holiday, Christmas,
And
and then we're about to go. When we were about to go back, I ran.
I mean, I'm there, but run.
I ran. And I went to my mother. I said, I don't like this. I don't like what my brother is doing to me. He's been slapping me, beating me, and so I'm not going back. And my
But
mother,
was it
you know,
true?
yeah, it was true. And you know what my mother did? He took me to a friend. My mother, oh, let me get up. He took me to a friend and said, look, I'm bringing my garbage
No, my
here.
find that.
Alaba from her. You take the picture.
Okay.
He said, look, I'm bringing my baggage here, right? Yes, I want you to deposit for me. When I'm ready, I will come for it. So she took me there. And then when they left, they were running away, going looking for me. Oh, so they were tired and they left. So when they left, my mother came for me. Said, so Kofi, what are we going to do now? Now they left. Now, what are we going to do? I said, okay, I want to go to Tema. One of my sisters, Tema, and the brother was working at Harbor. It was
Okay.
a crane operator. So I went there and I saw the business. I said, no. I was so very young. So I came back to Southern. Then one of my Yanka Fanchana, yeah, very from. Then one of my cousin came in and said he's going to Tamale. Then I have a cousin also, Tamale Bibi, he was at police. At that time, I visited him at the Clippy Darfur when he was a border guy there. So I said, okay, this is a good opportunity because a guy came, one of my classmates, he came to South Point. His name is Apre.
Apre, okay.
He came there with young pioneers. Not young pioneers, but Boys Company.
Boys Company.
Boys Company uniform.
Scout.
Boys Company.
At that
I
time.
look at that guy, I said, at that time, the cool,
Yeah.
you know. So I look at that guy, I said, wow, I want to be, I want to go to the army. So I went to Accra. I came here, they said they have taken all the people. So when my cousin came, he was going to the north. I said, let me go try north because my cousin is there. I went to north too. They have taken 80 people instead of 40. So yeah, so my sister said, okay, let's wait. So let's wait. So what I was doing is I was smoking cigarette, right?
Hey, at that time,
I started smoking cigarette at the age of 12.
Hey,
because my house, they were selling weed. My brother was selling weed and appetition. So
12 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your friend Tosca.
Good. Now what chance, man?
No, what 25 person was Tosca. So yes, and then
that's double red. Double
yeah, it was very strong.
Tosca, elephant, no.
Yeah. It was okay.
I remember.
Abronoma get him. When you went down.
I remember.
Okay, so that's what happened. But the reason why I became a musician was like the thing was in me already before I went to Tamale.
So who was playing music in Sopan? Your father?
My family, I didn't know, not knowing Ais. Those days, Ais is the soprano salsa player was my cousin. But I didn't, But the way I became a musician was this. My uncle was Uncle Doku. And he was the guy who promotes concerts, dance, music, everything.
Mano hotel or
So
one.
yes,
Mano hotel.
Kubiam
Hotel.
Yes. When we were young,
Yeah.
we would go and fix the chairs and then put the beers and everything in there. At that time, there was no fridge and things like that. But he has one fridge that uses
Kerosene.
kerosene. We'll put it in.
I think I'm growing. Oh,
Yeah. We'll put the kerosene in, and then it was beautiful. After the dance, we'll go there early in the morning, let's say 4:30 to 5 a.m. That's where we'll find condoms, pairs, earrings, money, wallet. So we like to go there early in the morning to pick up those things. So we were thrilled to go there and check those chairs. And
So
we were not getting paid. But that's where I saw a lot of musicians.
Okay.
I saw Kakeku. I saw all these musicians, all the military dance bands, Uhuru,
UK's,
Broadway,
Stargazer,
and all the concert bands.
and the concert band. Yeah,
Because
KK's number 2, number
Number
1.
one, and Akuku Seku and all that.
Okay.
So, but my uncle will allow us to go to the concert if it's a concert. If it's a dance, we don't go. No, we don't.
But I'm saying that what I bought you now.
Oh, my started
But when you there bought
so obiara nyimutu to Tosca five pesos in them. One mama 3. Now, there was a public toilet. The last one.
One will be amba.
Obiambo ho. Na ma bomi je mutumu no 3 ansa na mesi fom. Because me tim fashion kotokum coffee. Good. So we said
Okay.
My girlfriend to the girl who introduced me to sex, she was about 9 and I was 5.
Ebe. Oh, I don't want count on a shame, but oh, that was
It was a good training.
That was mom and papa days.
Yes, that's why I don't know how to woo women. I don't know how to go to women's house and buy a flower and go there. I don't know.
We've been giving. I actually for no problem.
I think so.
I actually for people give us the scholarship.
Well.
I'm here though. We don't talk.
Yeah, then it became worse when I became a musician.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Why? What was the attraction? Why drums? Who taught you this is what you want to do?
Well, this thing.
Come on,
No. When I was young,
okay.
and Uncle Luku, the same story from Uncle Luku's time, going to the community center to see these musicians. I was amazed when this guy came in with boxes. All of them, I've been watching them. They come with boxes. By the time I know, they have built a house.
Okay.
They take the drums, the snare drums, and they put the stand, they put the drums in, the hi-hat, everything is just growing. Like building a house, put a foundation. By the time I see this is a mountain standing, then after they finish playing, it collapses.
Okay.
Back to the boxes. That fascinated me. I said, wow. And I started, like, if we go to the beach, we're going to swim, I'll go to the dustbin. There was a salt pond. I'll go there and pick up milk and tomatoes cans, put it in the sand, and then cut some trees, and I will be playing on the drums. By the time I know, I was not part of the swimmers.
Oh.
So then I have to go home. So,
Saturday night powder.
Yes, everybody knows that, Then this thing triggered when I went to Tamale.
Tamale story.
It triggered. I forgot about it. I wanted to be when the coup came, I wanted to be I was hot, so I wanted to be a military man.
First school was 66. The second one was 70, 70.
What?
I say first school was 66.
Yeah, coming Kuma was
February,
if I'm not stupid.
February 24th.
1966.
66,
So,
am I growing old?
Yeah, so 67, I went to Tamale. 67, and then that's when I wanted to join the army because I told you my friend. Yes, my sister was there. So my sister took me to the barracks. Kamina Barracks, they call it somewhere in Tamale. So we went there, and then they wanted to take a test. And said, okay, he's young, let him come. So I was staying home about 3 or 4 months. My sister said, she didn't know that I smoke. So when she goes to work, I'll pick up her pieces of pennies and go buy cigarette. So She came home one day and said, you've been eating and sleeping. And there's a man over there has a club called Café de France.
In Tamale.
Tamale. I said, I want you to go there and then just
Help him.
get a job instead of staying home sleeping. So I went there, Mr. Coker came in. She took me there. When she was going to work about 8 o'clock, I thought she was taking me to the barracks, that my time has come.
Yeah.
But no, she took me to the club. And then when I went, they said, this man will come. His name is Mr. Coker. He will talk to you. And then, okay. So I was sitting down there until 9 o'clock. Hey. She took me to 8. 9 o'clock, Mr. Coker came with a jar of beer and then oxtail.
Hey.
And then he sat on his chair and put some salt in the beer. Then his fingers are big, man. He come and said, how are you, Kofi now? I said, yes, sir. I said, come. So I went there and I sat down and said, can you read? I said, I didn't finish school, a little bit. Can you write? I said, a little bit. It's okay. What you're going to do here, you serve the people when they buy the food, you serve them the beer, and then you wash the plate. I said, fine. Because this is the first time I can buy cigarette packet.
On your own?
When I get paid, mommy's car.
Hey, what?
I felt those man, the man, who. Mrs. Asiko. Independent. So, from there, he said, after all, I'm not stupid. He has a hotel. He wanted me to go and manage the hotel. So they took this was the road to the Tamale Airport.
Baby.
Yes. So I went there and I was managing. I have Atia who presses and washes the clothes, and I have Dankwa.
The iron that you put it in fire.
Yeah, and I have Dankwa who's the cook, and so I'm behind the counter. I play the music. I book the hotel people coming in because Mr. Coco found out that I can write than the people.
Senior receptionist.
Yeah, so he gave me that chance to do that job. Then he got a place at Tamale Airport.
Okay.
So at the hotel, I'll pack my stuff, go to Tamale Airport at 9 o'clock, fix it, and the plane will come at 12:11 to drop people from Kumasi and Accra, and then to go to Bolga, and then come back, and then continue. So when it comes from Bolga and they leave, I pack everything and go back to the hotel.
So what are you doing?
I was the booker. I was managing the hotel, selling the beer, the food, and whatever. So one day I was there, and he said, I should open one door. I said, there's no room here. He said, where we put the drinks, I should make room there. So I called Atia and Dankwa. I said, look, Mr. Coker said, there's some things coming, so we should clean here, not knowing it was music instruments.
Okay.
So we cleaned the place and they brought it there. And 2 months later, I saw some guys from Kumasi.
What was that?
Danfo Domino, Manfo, Joe, and then Ose. They came. Mr. Poppy was talking to them, and then they fixed the instrument and started practicing. Because we gave them 3 rooms at the hotel.
Yeah.
So they were living there. And what happened was, they are monthly salary. They like to borrow food and drinks.
Okay.
And I'm the man who is in control at the bar. So when they borrow all these things from me, at the end of the month, I have to tell Mr. Coker so that we can deduct from the money. From their pay. So Domino and all these people say, hey, Kofi, if you have done to them once,
okay,
I show you, Mr. Coker, all those things that they consume, we deducted the money, and they didn't have anything at the end of the month.
Hey.
So what happened was they approached me and said, look, if you can adjust, we can allow you, because I love because first time I went to play drums, so it was there. So okay, we'll allow you when you
to practice.
Yes, to
I tell you,
practice.
bribe didn't start today. Bribery and corruption didn't
Long
start
time.
today. Oh.
So you, if you will buy 4 rice, you just make it
Three.
2.
Hey,
What?
two.
No, I can cut it down
Okay.
because I'm managing the whole place.
Manager.
Yes, I can't steal money, but I can steal food. So I will do that for them. Okay. And so they allow me. And I was, so sometimes Domino will come, the leader will come, and I have fixed the things for them already. And then I'll play. Then he said, Kofi Electric, stop these things.
Oh, so he gave you the name.
Yes, and I'll be opening
so
these things.
Domino.
Domino.
The person who gave you the name was Danfu Domino.
Before even I became a drummer, even a musician.
Giving you the name Kofi Electric.
Kofi Electric, Danfu Domino. He's still alive. I want to see him.
Danfu Domino Productions.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the whole thing. And then the funny story was this: the singer for Joe, he's called Joe. He used to play hooligans those days.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he said he was going to Kumasi and bring the wife and the kids to Tamale. This guy went 2 weeks. So Mr. Coker, he has made advertisement, want to launch the band, all the pamphlets and whatever all over the town. So Mr. Coker decided, okay, if he's not coming, we're going to play only Highlife. Because he's the soul singer. So we're going to play only Highlife. And Domino said, no, it's not going to be good because the band cannot play only Highlife. The audience, we have to give them everything.
Yeah.
So he suggested to Mr. Cook, I said, your boy at the counter, when he's playing the songs, he sings some.
Okay.
So let's try him. So Domino said, what song can you sing? So Mustang Sally, Respect, all these things. I wrote it down and I gave it to him. So he said, let's start with Respect. Then Mustang Sally. Oh, all that 5 songs, I just knocked it down. There's no tomorrow. Looks like the timing was in me already. I never got lost.
Wow.
And there was no stage fright. I have a picture to show you this.
Okay.
So he went to Mr. Coker. He said, look, we can have you to sing 7 songs. That is fine with us. We can stretch it. And then, So Mr. Coker agreed. So they sold me a uniform.
Oh.
As a singer. I started as a singer.
I'm not sure white shirt now, but both tie.
The beat, no, I was casual dressing, but the band has a uniform.
Okay.
So for me to join them, I need one. I needed one.
So costume, attire.
Of course, attire.
Okay.
So they did it for me, and so I joined them. I'll be sitting down there playing cowbell. When the time comes for soul music, then I go sing my song, and then they will stretch it for a long time.
Okay.
And so that's what happened. Wow. That's why I became a musician. So when the time for going back to the army, I said I'm not going because here I have women. I can buy drinks. I can see friends. Tosca. Yes, and a lot of friends. A lot of Tamale. I became as a fancy guy in Tamale. I became very popular.
Tamale to Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. So what happened was I was going to movies.
Okay.
Then I saw a lot of groups, people surrounding. And Tamale movie theater, they have the speakers outside.
Okay.
They will play music until when the movie is ready, they put the speakers back in.
That was the time of the operator time also.
Operator, yeah. So I was curious. I went to this group surrounding, and I saw this guy called James Bond. James Bond.
Okay.
He was singing all the James Brown songs and dancing, making some shows that I can't get anywhere. This guy was so good.
Yeah.
So I waited. When they took the speakers out and stopped the music, I approached him. I said, look, you sing like this? He said, yeah. He said, I played the band, Café de France, up there. He said, I know. I hear you guys playing all the time. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell my leader, which is Domino, that I've seen some guy so dynamic. So we will try you. So I told Domino. Domino said, wait. I said, I'll bring him. Tuesdays to make practice, I'll bring him. I went to his house. because he was giving me girls anyway. So I went to his house.
They pan.
So I went to his house. I said, look, this is the guy. He said, what can you sing? Uncle, the guy knocked about 10 songs that afternoon. James Brown songs. Smooth.
Right.
And I wanted to play the drums already. I wanted to get out from the vocals. I don't have voice.
Okay.
So
you think you didn't have voice?
yes. So what happened was when he's coming to sing, I'll go to the drums because Owusu was a concert drummer player. So I would go to the drums and then I would just play. Then it reached a point, I became so good. So Ali said, no, anytime I'm singing, you are there. So from there, playing those soul songs, then they left the high life for me. So everything was me, except the 6 songs that I know.
Okay.
When it comes, then I will go and sing it. So then I became a drummer.
So nobody taught you?
No. All of a sudden, because I started from South Point, the beach. So all of a sudden, at the beach at South Point, all of a sudden, Ali said he's coming to Accra. I said, Ali, don't be stupid. You know, I can't sing. You are saving me here. Why are you going to Accra for?
Wow.
He said, Mr. Coker is not paying, and he has some friends. So he came to Accra and left me. Fortunately,
what became of him? Did he make it?
Let me tell you the story. It's coming. Okay. So all of a sudden, my sister was transferred to Takrady.
Ajay.
So I was so young, and my sister said, no, you are coming with me. I was 14, 15. He said, no, you don't stay here. I'm going with you. I said, no, I stay. Because I have my own apartment right now.
Since they happen.
And girls are there.
The bottle,
never happened.
The steak.
Pito, whatever. It's a member. But I agreed. I said, let's go. Because Ali was not there.
Okay.
So when we went to Takrady anyway, we got to Takrady in 1968. We were fixing the stuff, from all the furniture we brought. So I was.
Is that why they were cutting?
Police quarters.
Police quarters. Oh, okay.
Because she's a police woman. Then. Yeah. Then she saw me as a big man with women and cigarettes. Tamale, look at this guy on the corner on the couch, for 2 years, going nowhere. So he came and said, give me money. He said, I heard some band playing there. That was Zenith.
Zenith. Oh, right.
Zenith.
Oh, right. So we're talking to Kofi Electric. He's telling us about his dream, where he's been. We started from Sopon, we've gone to Tamale, and then we're back to Takrady.
Yeah, he said, take this and go there. So I went there. And when I was going, the first person I met is called Ademu. He was the drummer for Broadway.
Okay.
The second person was Bibi Boogaloo.
Oh, Bibi.
But I didn't know him that time. Okay. So I went straight to the bar.
That time they were doing rehearsals or they were playing?
No, nobody was playing at that time. I was sitting down there because she said she had some band.
Okay.
But when I went there, the equipment was there, but the band hasn't started. So I sat on the counter, ordered some beer.
Hey, Papi. Young man, I do Takrady, beer. Hey,
so
Tamale Puebu, now but
Takrady. So I was sitting down there, and these kids came on the stage. They called them Jets.
Jets, okay.
Yeah. It was a cowboy on the keyboard, Nowhere on the guitar, Isaka on bass, Baba on vocals, and Tom on drums.
Hey.
Yes. So they called them Jets. They came and they were playing. I was sitting down there saying, these guys are my age, So I was
more like musical youth.
So then the MC came in, said, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to introduce to you one of these young guys, a sensational singer, Prince Ali. When this guy came, was my James Bond.
What, Tamale?
The Tamale. The guy that I sent him to play with us, it was him. Came with these guys. I said, Jesus Christ. So, yes, but this time, these guys has played about 1 hour before he came.
Okay.
So they were playing instrumentals, and Baba sings too. And so when he came and make some shows, I said, "This is my guy. I know him already." So when they finished, Broadway has to play.
Yeah.
That's what Pat Thomas. That's what I met Pat Thomas
Okay.
too. So Broadway has to play, and Ali came to the counter. They give them refreshment after every
the
play.
show.
So he came there and they were giving his refreshment, and I tap on his shoulder. He turned his face and said, "Hey, Kofi Electric, Astro." Before I was called Astro, before Domino gave me Kofi Electric.
So the name was what?
Aspro.
Aspro.
Yes.
What did it mean? Or is it
Because Ali himself introduced me
Astro.
yeah.
Before Kofi Electric.
Yes, right. Because there was a tablet they give you to horses. They called Quara. And we were taking it so we don't sleep those days. Okay. So he gave me the name Aspro. And so he introduced me to the guys. He said, he told the guys, "I'm afraid upper drums fire." And Tom Tom was giving them headache anyway. At the time, Tom Tom would be fighting. When they wanted him to play, he was not there. So Ali told them that, "Listen, all my songs these guys know." So Saturday, he's playing. So the guy said, "No problem." So then Saturday, called me.
No rehearsal. He didn't go.
Nothing. I went to the drums. Okay. The only thing I didn't know when to stop and when to
start.
But I know the songs. I know Ali's songs all.
Okay.
So Ali started. So Kofi, you play this, you play this. I know that, but I don't know the arrangement with your guys because we were playing with concert band. Right. This is different. Yeah. So I said, no problem. So Isaka helped me a lot. When they get to a change, he'll do his hand like this. So I played. Then the leader, nowhere. He said, "No. We are going to Accra with you." Because Tom was giving headache. And the way I was supporting Ali when he's singing this James Brown from Tamale, they said, "No. We'll go with you to Accra." So it was 2 months we stayed at Takoradi. And after their contract, I have to follow them to Accra. That was the story. So when we came to Accra, we had a contract with Tipto Gardens. When I entered, my uncle was the guy who was selling the ticket.
Uncle
Kwasa.
Hey, you see the Kwasa? Yeah. We'll talk about it. The Kwasa, Chief Justice Foom, is from that family. Yeah. We'll talk about it. Yeah. So your uncle Achimfufu.
He was there. So when the contract was over, he came to me. And Mr. Pobi is my distant cousin from Mankesim. Mr. Ejepobi. So he said, "Kofi, don't go nowhere. I'm going to form a bar. So you stay." So when
you came, was it before the formation of the Blue Monks? And I want to form Blue Monks.
Yeah, they formed Blue Monks.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes. So what happened was he told me to stay.
So did you meet Uncle Ebo in
Takoradi
or
Takoradi? I saw him in Takoradi. He was then music director at Railways.
Report.
Report.
Okay.
But he was not at Zenith. Zenith.
Okay.
Yeah, Zenith. I saw parts. I was living. This is my room. Me and Isaka, and the next room was Pat Thomas.
Oh, okay. So at that time, Ambule was there at Report, but Pinodo was also there.
No, I didn't see Ambule.
Okay, Ambule was the bassist. I've spoken to him. He said he was the bassist with
Ambule. I didn't see him at Takoradi, but probably I saw him because there was a club on the rooftop. That was the lead guitarist was Anthony.
Okay.
And they have some Corredin. There was a half-cast bassist.
Okay.
Yeah. One time
is it the Katakumbe Corredin?
No, Katakumbe Corredin. No, this is different. Yeah.
Okay.
And this, when their drummer is all around, they call me to go play.
Hey, jam.
The reason why I became, not that I was a good drummer, the reason why I became popular and good drummer was that I started playing concert band. Then when I played Blue Monks, it was a dance band. Even sometimes when a Huru drummer is not there, they can call me to fill in some 1 day or 2 days. And then Afrobeat came. And then there was Latin, which this guy introduced me to. So I was all over done BB groups and all these groups, typically soul. So when Joe Mason was looking for a drummer, I was the best candidate because I was all over.
I say you were the best drummer at that time.
People say so, but I don't think so because
so
I have some.
What year are we talking about when you came to Accra? Blue Monks 70.
Blue Bounce was 70, 79, 78, 79. We came to Accra 78.
Wait, I'm getting lost. Blue Monks what?
Blue Bounce was formed in the late 78 to 79.
We have a
79.
When did you do marriage?
I have a picture and
When did
everything.
you
I'll
do
give it to you.
marriage data?
Marriage Jata.
Yeah.
Marriage Jata was with Sweet Beans.
What year?
74, 75,
It's an
76.
American, so as we jump to 78,
60,
I'm confident.
yeah, 78.
So as we jump to 78, meanwhile, marriage data story hasn't come. Sweet Beans hasn't come.
No. 68.
Thank you. That's why I'm
68.
saying.
I'm sorry, you.
I'm
Reverse
growing
the
old.
reverse
I'm growing old.
the.
I'm growing old.
68. But I told you I came to Tamale, Takwadi 67, 68.
Yes. So
Yeah, so it's
so
68.
that's 78. That's why I'm
68.
getting
Because the Tribute was dissolved in 1972, 71, 72.
Okay.
Blue Monks.
Blue Monks,
Yes.
yes. Well, okay.
71.
So Blue Monks, when Uncle Ebo left Broadway, he came to Accra, he formed the Blue Monks at Tiptoe.
No, Uncle Bo was not the original.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Bo came later on
Oh,
to
okay.
be the director. Uncle Bo came when Pat Thomas came and PPW.
So who were
came.
the
The original people?
Yeah.
I have to give you the picture next
So
time.
I have I know PP Dynamite. I know
No,
Baby
PP Dynamite
Boogaloo.
was not the
I
original.
know the Baby Boogaloo. I like people I know
Yes.
in that era.
Yes, but you're talking about Blue Monks?
Blue Monks, yes.
Blue Monks, it was me.
Yes. On drums.
Oh, on conga.
On conga.
I was in a drummer
Okay.
there because Mr. Poppy brought
Okay.
the band already.
From Takwadi.
So yeah, George Duncan was the leader.
George Dankwa.
He was a guitarist, was the
Okay.
leader. So me and Frank was the bassist.
Okay.
He was the bassist. Then Brother Rich was a drummer.
Okay.
And then guitarist Frank.
Frank, yeah.
And the keyboard player was Nana Danso.
Nana Danso.
Nana Danso was the keyboard player.
Okay.
And Bob Pinodo was the singer.
Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, move your body close.
This and then the saxophone player was Ose.
Okay.
I'm surprised that I can remember all
These
this.
are the original members of the Blue Monks.
Blue Monks.
Look, this is the original members of the Blue Monks
Yes.
before the advent of Uncle Ibu, who
Yes.
joined as music director.
No, when he came in, Bob Pinodo, actually the first person who left was Nana Danso.
No, that's okay.
So when the Dansu was going to leave, we got a guy called Alfred Shah.
Oh, one of the greatest keyboardists.
Yes, he went to Canada. Alfred Shah. So Alfred Shah was
He did a song. Remember that he did a song with David.
I see. Alfred Shah came to replace Nana Dansu.
Okay.
So as time's going on, but Peter left, and then we got Bibi Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Then we got Pat Thomas later on.
Oh wow.
So and Divans.
One hour try.
Yeah, things were just changing. Osef, the saxophone player left, and the way I became a good drummer in Accra in a short time was 1979.
Oh, so we've jumped to 79.
79 going to 69. 69 going to 70.
Okay.
Ray Allen.
The saxophonist.
The saxophonist and
Ekotu.
and the drummer.
Okay.
But Rich.
Okay.
And somebody. We were supposed to play. It was a Christmas time from 79 to 70. No. 70 to 71.
69 to 70.
No, 70
to 71.
71.
Okay.
70 71. Because Blue Bounce was formed in the 68.
68, okay.
70 71. We were waiting. So at that time, 3-4 bands play at Tiptoe Gardens.
Okay.
So it's our time. We're the residential band.
Yeah,
so it's our last to play. Oh, it was going to be about 10, 11 o'clock. But Rich was not there. Ray Allen was not there. And so Duncan went to Mr. Poppy, said, we can't play. Mr. Poppy said, people are here.
Because of you.
And all those bands are gone. There was no spinning that time. So what am I going to do? These guys, they pay the gate fee or whatever. But thank God never likes me.
Okay.
So Mr. Poppy came to me and said, I've been hearing you when you fix the equipment, you playing the drums inside there. Can you handle tonight? Because I was then paying conga, you know. So I said, okay,
Not try.
let me try. But because I'm a drummer already,
When you
I know the band, I know
the repertoire.
all the repertoire, I know the songs already. So I sat down. Believe me, the next day, Danko went to Mr. Poppy and said, I guess we should leave him there. So that was a whole story.
Wow.
So they left me there, and from there on, my name just popped up.
Electric.
The short time, yes. And then Mr. Poppy has a guy called Van der Stoep. He's a German from no, Van der Stoep from Austria, Bodema. He was advertising the bands like there's no tomorrow. So Blue Mouse, our second band was Adam's Apple. And this guy was managing Adam's Apple. So every Sunday, and entertainment, daily news, graphic, I'm always there with the drums. So we became very popular so fast. But we were not getting paid. All this thing we were doing, we did it from our heart.
So what were they giving you?
Nothing. The money they gave us can't buy nothing.
Wait, my bonina from Takrady to Blue Mountains,
See,
Hey,
yeah.
Neba.
Look, say if you pay me 30 cedis, 20 cedis a month, next day, they come to me and said, can you cut down the food so I can get my money? Then you should know. Even they were giving them accommodation. The place.
So how were you buying your costume, clothes, and everything?
Pardon?
Clothes, how do you get your clothes?
Clothes. From where?
No, when you go, how do you get your clothes to wear?
Women. These girls, sometimes I go to some of them, I look for some of them and I give them, some of them are passed away, some of them are rich, some of them are poor, but those girls help us a lot.
Wow.
Could you believe at the end of the month, could you believe those musicians who have kids with other women, every month they will be carrying their kids to where we are rehearsing to collect their money for their kids.
A lot of things that we need to talk about musicianship. These are the things that some of them went through. The women have played a pivotal role in the life of any musician. And ask them, they will tell you. Some of them will say it, some of them might not say it. But the women were taking care of them. So now we've done Blue Monks. When Clebo comes in, you've done what led to the Sweet Beans? Sweet Beans before Marijata, right?
No, Marijata was a band within a band.
Okay.
It was formed, and I will explain to you later on. What happened was after Blue Monks, when the band was dissolved, I joined the Saints and we went to Dahomey. First, Bob Fishin has a friend in Togo called, I forget his name.
Also, Alfred Charles left and then Bob Fishin came.
Oh, let me tell you that story. Let me tell you that
very
point.
Interesting.
Yes, let me tell you that point. Everybody is talking about KK. I made KK.
Okay.
I made KK the same way I made Prince Ali, and Prince Ali made me.
Okay.
So KK, the story was this. When Alfred Shah was about to leave, I was at Tiptoe late afternoon, about 6, 7 p.m. And I saw this guy with material, I mean, like a clothes. They go to Togo to buy it to sew trousers,
Gabardine and
Gabardine
materials.
Materials we call that time. Then he came into Tiptoe, and nobody was there. I was fixing the instrument. He was sitting down there, looking at me. At that time, I was a drunkard, smoke. No, I mean, I didn't give a shit about life. I was just moving. No, I was just moving. I never planned in my life.
Okay.
I just, one day, I cook up bon pet, I follow it.
Another day.
When the day comes, I deal with the day. So he came and he was sitting down there. Luckily, it was 2 months before Alfred left.
Oh, okay.
So he came and was sitting down there when I was the youngest guy. And
Okay.
I'm older than him. I'm older than him, I think 5 years.
5 years.
4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So he came in, he was very young but tall, still like he's old. So he came in and said, he wants to join the band. I said, are you crazy?
That's my boy.
I never see you playing before you want to join the band. So he was playing with Boom Baya.
Mumbai. Oh, okay. That's
Boom
with that.
Talent or Boom Talent, one
Mumbai
of
will
the
be
band.
what Afro Bannerman.
You know,
Talent will be
no,
okay.
that was Alpha Bannerman, but Boom Talent.
Talent.
Also,
Yeah.
So I think he went there. He was fired because there was
Okay.
too much keyboard players there.
Uh-huh.
So he came to me. I didn't know the story.
That's
You know, but
Quantus thing.
yeah, he came to me and said he was watching me, whatever. So I said, well, I'm going home. He said, can I go with you? I said, why? He said, he has no place to stay.
Wow.
I said, okay, let's go. So at that time, we live at Nkumsadam.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he played keyboards. Okay, fine. Actually, I became friend to Nat because of cake.
That's very good.
That will
Okay.
come. This is coming.
Okay.
So we went home, and I have my apartment. The whole band, everybody has it. Yeah, PP, Dynamite, Thomas, everybody was there. You know, so I stayed with him, and I said, in the morning, I'm going to fix the equipment, and if you say you play keyboard, we will go first.
And you may have
So in the morning, we were the first at tiptoe.
Okay.
I fixed everything, and he started playing. I was watching him. He has a long fingers, you know. At that time, I didn't know music much.
Okay.
But he has a long fingers. I said, wow. I said, okay, let me tell you something. That keyboard player, he's going to travel. He's leaving the band to Canada. So if you can stick around,
Why not? You could
why
have a
not?
chance.
So he stick around. He stayed with me by the time we go to practice. And 2 weeks before Alfred was going to leave, Keke had a chance to play. Alfred got up and people said, so PP, and everybody was watching him. They didn't know that I was doing this with him
Okay.
before the rehearsals. But this time, Alfred gave him the chance and he played. So I went and told Mr. Poby, we'll get a keyboard player, so don't worry.
Okay.
So Keke became, he didn't even know how to smoke cigarette or beer.
Bad influence. You didn't teach him, did you?
No, he said, I'm not serious guy. He always said, oh, Kofi, you will never prosper. You are, because I was free fall, I was free up, free down. I am free everywhere. So he never took me serious. And he always repeated, I would never be nobody. I said, okay. And so when Alfred left, he was a keyboard player for Brumonks. And Bibi gave me a beer and he threw up on the keyboard.
Waffy.
Well, I feel good keyboard. Obiara dance with no man this year. So he played with us until the band was dissolved.
Okay.
So when Uncle came to be the director, Keke was there.
Okay.
You know, so he was living with me, and people don't know this. And that's a story everybody is talking about. If it wasn't me, he would have been somewhere else. And even to make the matter worse, the mother came to tiptoe with the police to arrest me. I was arrested because they saw us on a program on TV. We went to TV, Drummond's, to make a show, and it was on TV. So the mother saw it in Takrady. So she made some investigations. Yeah, I believe.
Okay.
The father is of auntie, but they were Takrady. And the senior brother later on he was substitution for Keke. He was with me everywhere I go.
Okay.
So Keke Jan, his brother, Kojo Jan, I introduced him to all the musicians.
Oh, okay. I'm glad if you task school. We're going
back because you were testing young of his school.
Wow.
So he knows that Keke was living with me. So
I've heard a story of time now with that school, but no first man or born Takrady. I've heard about that story.
So that's what happened. So
you introduced Kiki Jan to them.
to
the Blue Monks at that time.
yeah.
So he replaced Afrecha.
Yeah, he was living with me. Everybody
Okay.
knows this.
Okay.
Yeah, PP Dynamite, all these guys.
What's that Taddy boy, sir?
All these guys know this, and people talk about
People that know is
people.
Bekwai Street.
One day I was at Tiptoe with Kiki. At that time, he hasn't even played the band.
Yeah.
Then Nat Friedel came in
Yeah.
and said, he need that boy power. Not knowing there was a girl called Patula, and it was a Nat's girlfriend, and Kiki was messing around with this girl.
Hey.
So Nat came in to make a fight. I said, before you go to him, you have to come through me.
Through you, yeah.
So we became a friend.
Let's talk about. So this is the man who brought Kiki Jan to the limelight. In fact, after he left Tasco, Kiki Jan, no problem. Maybe one day we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. We're talking to Uncle Kofi Electric on the Highlife Conversations. My name is Kofi. You know what we do. We've delved deep in the 60s and then we'll come to the 70s. We'll come to the formation of the Blue Monks Band. And then what we want to do. Now let's talk about Sweet Beans and Marijata. There was Bob Fishing. So you tell me how Bob Fishing was introduced, Nat Fredria and others. We'll talk about it. I thought Marijata introduced Pat Thomas or vice versa.
No, this is what happened. I will explain. When Blue Monks was dissolved, Eddie Palmer formed a group called Pakajides. Pakajides. And that's why KK joined them.
Okay.
And I went to Benin
with
the Saint Dahomey and Togo with Bob Fishing. I joined the Saint. Bob Fishing was there, Nat was there, Animadu was there.
Okay.
Because I have played with Animadu.
Okay.
When Frank left, Animadu was the bassist for Blue Monks.
Okay.
So I played with him, so I know him. And then we joined the band. We went to Benin to play. And when we were going, Pat has told us that Uncle Sapon, Mr. Sapon, was then the public relation officer at Cocoa Marketing Board. They were going to have a band. So we all are aware of that.
Okay.
So, but when we came back from Dahomey, Bob and Pajo, the bassist, and Pat, they went to Cocoa Market. My application was there, but I happened to join GDs. There's Sierra Leoneans and Liberian musicians. They call them Judies.
Okay.
So when we came from Liberia,
you went to Liberia?
No, I've been to
Liberia.
Dahomey. When we came from Dahomey, we went to Togo. Oh, Bob got a friend called Kisi.
Okay.
Kisi, he has a club there, so sometimes we pass there and play. You know. So when we came back, I went because Cocoa Market wasn't ready that time. So I went with GDs, and this is what happened. Okay. I was going to movies, Orion, that time. Then as soon as I got to the street, it was about 4:00. Then I met Maurice Sandoway. He's from Liberia. He's the leader for GDs.
Okay.
He saw me. He knows me. So he saw me. He said, Kofi, I'm in trouble. I said, what trouble? He said, our drummer is in jail and I need a drummer. I said, oh, you are lucky. I'm just coming from. I'm going to movies. So what do you want me to do? I thought they were playing Accra here.
Okay.
He said, no, Kumasi.
Oh.
I said, Kumasi. Well, all right, let me go help you. And then I was thinking I was going to go there and come back. So he said, go get your clothes, your stuff. Okay. I said, clothes and my stuff. I am the stuff. The clothes is what I have on. I don't have anything. So let's go. So with the same clothes, everything from Orion to Kumasi. At that time, we got there, the band supposed to start at 7. We got there about 9.
They're late.
So I played without even practicing. I played because. So as soon as we finished, he said, "You're going to go back to Accra." I said, "Yeah, your guy is coming from prison. His name is was what? Francis. He was a thief from Liberia, and then he said, "Okay, I think you're going to stay because it's not going. And the proprietor was a Lebanese guy.
Okay.
So we went to him and said, okay, they should give me a room, whatever. So they gave me a room with my one clothes. I wash it and wait for it to
Oh,
dry.
what's your rear?
And yeah. So my first payment, I went to Brunei Wewu place and I get some clothes. And then I stick with them for about 6, 7 months. They took me, that's why I started learning the guitar very well. They took me to Bondugu.
Bondigo, okay.
First, we went to Tamale and all these places. Then they had a contract at Bondugu. And unfortunately, his tape recorder got spoiled.
Okay.
So, but he always comes from the practice. He comes with 2 guitars. The one he uses for play soul
And then
music
one
and the one
for-
for highlife.
Hey.
So I was telling him, Boris, since your tape is not working, why don't you show me some 2 things on the guitar so I will
highlight
play
with
for
that
you. So at that time, Isaka has taught me about
Some
the
few
strings
things.
names,
Yeah, okay.
the keys.
Okay.
So he gave it to me. He gave it to me, and then I was, striking. So he gave me 145 in key of C, C, F, G. So and he likes conga music.
Okay.
Chan, 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 chan. So my hands were paining me, but since I can't bring the drums
Oh.
to the
This is-
hotel,
Yeah.
I concentrated on the guitar.
Okay.
So finally, within 2 months, I was able to play those 2 chords for him, 3 chords for him to practice. So when we came back to Kumasi, and then Swibin, at that time, Swibin was formed.
They are
3
formed already.
4 months before I was late, 6
Okay.
months. They started with a guy called D.
D. Okay.
D. Pitiful. He was.
Okay.
They started with him, but all of them know my capability. So when I got there, they said your application is here already, so just join the band. So when the Pitiful saw me, eventually he has to
Make
vacate
way.
for me to take over, and then when I'm tired, he takes over.
Okay.
So that's when I came to Sweet Beans started.
That's your first recording was 74, First Lover.
Sweet Beans, yeah, we started recording
First Lover was your first.
74, 75.
74 is First Lover. First Lover.
First Lover was recorded at film industry here,
Ghana Films.
Ghana Films.
Mr.
But
Patel.
the rest, Pat Thomas introduced Marie Jata, Marie Jata.
Part 2 or something.
First Marie Jata to film industry. But then George Pra.
Oh, okay.
George Pra took all of us to Nigeria.
Okay.
Edidonko, Ebotela, Pat Thomas, and Marie Jata.
Wow.
And Marie Jata was the background. So Edidonko, Ebotela, Marie Jata was backed by Sweet Beans Band.
Wow.
But it wasn't Sweet Beans.
Yeah.
This is Marie Jata right now because Sweet Beans consists of all the home players and other people. But this Marie Jata was me, Bob, and Nat. This is Marie Jata.
The 3 of you.
Yes. And then we employed Ahin, who was a saxophone player. Then sometimes we use Aka if Patmos is not around. Actually, Patmos was not around.
Okay.
Nat was singing.
Okay.
And I was on the drums, Nat on keyboard, Bob on keyboard, Nat on guitar, and Victor was on bass. But before he's dead, he's gone. But we used to use John Coco from Cameroon.
Okay.
He was the guy we started Marriage Jata with. Yeah.
So when we're doing the recording, we went to call Pat Thomas to come and sing.
No, Pat wasn't in the band. But this is the deal.
Okay.
We were writing songs.
Okay.
Me and Nat, actually. I was a very good
songwriter.
Yeah, when it comes to progression, music, sound music progression, I wasn't good at lyrics.
Okay.
At that time. Nat actually put me into lyrics, how to write good lyrics. But I was good writing tree lyrics. Okay. But we were not recording tree that time. Okay, so I would make the songs. Bob would make the song. Nat would write the lyrics, and we put our inputs in it, and just help him. Sometimes I write a little bit, he would correct it, because my English was so bad.
Who wrote Papa? Is it Papa's Back? Na 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 na.
Papa's, it was written by Bob.
Wow, that's
Papa's
one of
Back.
my
Yeah,
favorite songs.
yeah,
Eh?
and that's the way also by
Yeah,
Bob. But the rest of it
I
was
might be coming old.
yeah,
I remember those
coming
songs.
home and yeah. So that is where my skill from Bondigo playing the guitar. There was acoustic guitar there.
Okay.
That's what I was using. People didn't know that I started the guitar here before I went to America.
Mm.
I really understood the structure, not the structure, but the chords.
Yeah.
You know, from hearing. No, I made it better when I went to America. Because when I went to America, I put books to it.
Yeah.
I wanted to know.
We'll come. That's the second
Yeah.
part of the
So
interview.
so that was I started composing.
Okay.
Actually, started from there.
Okay.
And Nat, Bob, and Pat, we all started. Pat is a very good guitarist when he
Were
stopped.
dangerous people. I look at the no. I look at the group. Bob Fishing, yourself, not nah.
Yeah. So everything started from there. And I contributed a lot. I wrote a lot of the structures.
So, did you contribute on First Lover? Or
Yes.
the Sweet Beans thing you did?
Sweet Beans. Look, all those
Revolution.
all those songs, I was on the drums, I was
okay.
part of the compositions, and even KGC's songs, Down Kwam and all this, I played because
you did the drums on KJC, Down Kwam.
KGC, most of his songs, except I think Sechi. What happened?
Whoa.
Yeah, what happened was this: the Thomas,
Yeah,
was the singer.
yeah.
So when they come to Essibons or film industry and they are recording, Thomas cannot play the drums
and sing.
So Kay will call me all the time because Thomas has been in the kiosk.
Yeah.
Where the singers. So people don't know that I've
you have a problem. Most people don't give you credit, and this is.
But that's fine.
This is the import of this program that we are doing. This is Highlife Conversations. This is Kofi Electric. Today, had it not been for today, I wouldn't have known that he played the drums. Everybody was saying, but Thomas Rimpon was singing and playing at the same time. So I was wondering.
No, it was tough for him.
I was wondering those days what he was doing. I didn't know. I mean, today is good for me that I know that even the early recordings of KJC, that's the only doctor we have, right? Oh, now we have to.
It could be true because they said I didn't play. So he must have done that.
But if the others you played, that means.
No. That time, because I know the way he plays.
Yeah.
So I believe they gave him a kiosk and somewhere, but that I don't know how they did. But the one they recorded in America, I played it.
Okay.
Not the Sechi, but Obaba when they came.
Okay.
When KJC came.
So from 70, do you remember the first recording they did?
Oh, me bro with Brumonks.
Me bro.
And the lyrics, me bro, yeah, I wrote the lyrics.
Oh no, Bob.
Me bro, you know, yes, my Thomas sang it. Essibons.
Yeah,
we call it
Essibons.
Yes.
Wow.
I was playing the drums. That's my first recording on drums.
Wow. That's one of my best songs.
Yes.
And that's
the reason why I don't want to be popular is this.
I'm popular. You are famous.
No, famous. Because that time, Thomas is one of the toughest guys. You know, I mean, PP Dynamite. Then wherever we go, they buy us food and drink.
Oh.
And then we sleep at all group. You know, nobody has his own apartment. It's not like today, like Kojenchi and Lumba and all these people. Amachi, they have their places. No, people call us and buy us drinks, you know. So I don't want to be a popular guy. You have to come to my house. Like today, you are in my house. You see my musicians. I can buy beer. I can buy this. Yes, but then I'm a popular, and people buy me food. Guys, so some guys follow us because of the women we have. Hey! So they buy us drinks in front of the women to disgrace us, you know. But I learned a lot from. I didn't give a damn that time. I didn't want nobody to know me. What I just want to put money to send it to my mother. And these girls, they help. Let me get up. These girls.
Oh, the girls.
Let me tell you. I mean.
No wonder Julio played to all the girls.
Yeah. Let me tell you. If anybody takes your money, any woman takes your money, and don't come back, don't cry. Because you are giving it to your mother, your sister, your daughter, your girlfriend, your whatever. So when they take the money and run, just laugh. You build it to your mother.
Beautiful talking to Kofi Electric. He's talking to us about his days. We've moved from the 60s to 70s. We don't know whether we should now. Shortly, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue. Probably we'll take the guitar and strum some few lines and see the other ones I recorded with on drums. Then we'll come to the work he did with guitars. We'll take a break.